so here's the question. So do you feel poker is luck or a game of skill or a game of persuasion or maybe a mix
I think it's a mix
of what?
of persuasion and influence. Well, it's a game of cheating.
No, an ace down my pocket, like Brad the Magician.
I do think it's persuasion because you can influence and persuade other people into thinking you have something other than what you have.
Right.
Right?
Just did in the last hand, although you actually had something really, really good.
I did.
You had like a straight flush.
But that's also being able to read people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yeah. No. Yeah. So, well, some people will bet aggressively with the blue chip, making people think, and then they just go, all right, well, she's got a really good hand betting from
right.
But or you actually have a good hand.
That does remind me, though, of when we first met, because I see the book over there. Hold on. Don't turn your cards over because I don't want to cheat or see that.
I feel like, there's a book behind me when I happen to look at my card.
No, but do you remember when you gave me this book?
I was speaking in Hawaii.
Yeah, that was over a decade ago.
That was a network marketing
God.
Yeah, I think it was I think it was Hello World because you were doing video marketing before. Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally do.
Yeah, and you gave me this book after you were done speaking, and I just saw it sitting over there because I have read through this book so many times. And the craziest part, we're talking here about poker and influence and persuasion, and the last part of this book.
Did you just win that last hand because of what I shared in the book? Because that would really suck for me.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But, no, but what do you have back here? First off, let me check.
So we're still, okay.
Yeah, we're still playing. But anyway.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, the last part, this tribal marketing influence pathway in this book, I don't know if you realize this, but this last part of this book is actually what help my clients generate over $12 million.
That's awesome.
I don't know that I ever told you that because it's been a long
not.
time, but I love this book because it has seriously, I don't cheat, I influence and persuade.
Yes, that's right.
Right? I only use it for good.
That's good.
I do. This book is awesome.
Yeah. Well, when I had clients, I actually had them sign a waiver that said you would only use these strategies for good. Or poker is good. I mean, it's game. It's
poker is good. As a matter of
fact,
fact,
like the bottom line is it's for good. The biggest thing is you're not using it for evil, or you're not using it for nefarious purposes, right? Like you're not this sociopath.
Well,
are you betting?
I am betting. Right?
Oh, you're the big one.
You're the big.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember, like, what was it, like 5 years ago, when I found out that you had chapters that you didn't put in this book and you wouldn't give them to me.
Yes.
And I don't know.
Called them the forbidden chapters.
Well, I don't know if you thought that I was going to use them for evil or what. Like, why?
Oh, yeah, because you're just an evil person.
Well, no, I'm not. No, seriously, though, why wouldn't you give me the forbidden chapters a few years ago?
Oh, did you ask for them?
Maybe I tried to influence
maybe
and persuade you.
It just didn't work.
But
my clients didn't want me to share any of the strategies that I didn't put in the book, because those were basically strategies for them to grow their business. So I had people that wanted to use it for proprietary purposes. So I signed just a non-disclosure, and then it was kind of like, I guess it was hush money.
So basically they paid you
quiet. Yeah. No, because so here's what I've seen, right? And especially with a lot of digital marketers, they'll teach a strategy, and then the masses all buy a course, and then everyone applies it, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work, right? We see this with Google algorithms, right? Once people try to like manipulate the algorithms, all of a sudden it doesn't work for the masses. So I had a select group of people that just paid me really well to keep those strategies.
Gotcha.
Kind of more weapons grade strategies. Like that's the persuasion strategies here obviously are good. They helped you, but it's for the masses, right? These were a little more clandestine, a little more strategic, specific too. And my publisher didn't want me to put them in the book because it's, they're really good, right? They're good strategies. Right. Yeah.
Well, do some of those strategies work today in the forbidden chapters? Like, did they work today?
Oh yeah. They were not like Google went through like Panda and all these like upgrades to like ruin SEO. So these are all what I call like organic. So it's all based on human psychology. So it's not manipulating the Google search engines. It's not manipulating anything. It's all just human psychology. So it's based on my education, right, from Rutgers. It's also based on my certification, right, with the assessments. So it's based on all of the formal education, and then I did a lot of influence, like underground training in Vegas. And those were other things that I also signed confidentiality that I wouldn't share his strategies. So I recently got permission, and he's letting me now share a few of those in the next book. But it's not going to be the forbidden chapters, but it's going to be a few more than what I was able to share there.
Cool. So it's really more about like human behavior that doesn't change.
Correct.
No matter what social media comes out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's like the reason why, and it's funny because a lot of people like part 3 of that book the best.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, because it's human behavior. It's human psychology. And the more you know behavior, see, again, it could be like in a poker game. So when I play with some of my friends, like one of my friends just makes fun of me. She's like, they can't predict me, right? And they'll say, oh, well, she's a novice. And while that is true, I also don't want to ever play a predictable hand.
Right.
So again, and that's also a human psychology strategy. It's an influence and persuasion. If you keep playing the way you're supposed to, or you're supposed to play certain ways, right, that the experts teach you, well, now you're predictable.
Right. Just like social media.
Well, correct.
Right?
Yes, when people zig, I zag. So even back in the day with like MySpace, when everyone was like poo-pooing that, or LinkedIn, I was dominating LinkedIn and MySpace because everyone ignored them.
Well, and then you wrote the first book on Twitter too.
Right. So everyone was poo-pooing Twitter when it first came out because they're like, ooh, this is stupid. Or even social media. A lot of the dudes that were like doing a lot of these email marketing campaigns were like, that's bogus, that's stupid, that's just social. You can't make money off that. Like I've had legitimate gurus just mock me and tell me how that doesn't make you money.
And now look at today.
Yeah.
Now it's like all about influencers.
Yeah.
And in here, you're talking about influence before it was even like a thing.
Oh yeah, like influencers.
Yeah.
Where now people are trying to be influencers. They're trying to be YouTube influencers or YouTubers or Insta influencers. Yeah.
So here's really what I want to know.
Oh. I knew there was like, she's not betting, so I knew there's like a method. There's an ask. Or do you want to bet? Like what?
Oh wait.
What, you're just like playing this slow game here. How many did you put in? 2?
Does it matter?
Oh, by the way, I had a big. Who had the big blind?
I had the big blind.
Okay, so I had to throw a chip in to match it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
So then, what did you just do?
I had thrown in 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah, but so what I was wondering is if it's possible to get those forbidden chapters now.
For you?
For me, but
I give them to you.
I'd also like for some of my friends.
I didn't mean to hold them. What friends? Are they going to use it for good?
I believe they will. I'll make you a promise. Okay. If I make you a promise that I will use it for good and I will only share them with people that I believe will use them for good, can I get the forbidden chapters and part 3?
Can we put them on a list so I know who they are? So it's kind of something that's tracked. So if I ever see someone doing bad things with them, then they don't get any more or whatever. Or we pull the chapters. Because what I can do is I can create a G drive.
Okay.
And then I can share that, right? And then you can share that with your friends. But then if we feel they're not using it for good, then we just revoke access.
Okay.
Like, so you could do a view only of the document.
Right. So it's they're really getting all of the chapters.
Right. Like right now it's in a PDF. And that's actually, I think some of them also are on Scrivener. I've been using that for the book writing. So I can pull that in and throw it into a G drive and then just put like a protected view only, but then I would at least see who has access to it.
Well, and you can email it directly to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so if they just give you their best email, you can just email it to them.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So now bet. Now there's an ace on the table.
Oh my goodness. There's an ace on the table. All right.
Now she throws out the blue. The ace comes out, so I don't know if you're bluffing or if you have something good that's on
Let's see how good my persuasion skills are.
To fold or to hold? I'm just curious. Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to burn and turn. Do you have any more questions for me?
I think that's about
A wrap?
it. Yeah. No, that'd be awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I'll just get the email addresses and you can just send it directly.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
But I fold.
Oh, yes! She was bluffing me. She was bluffing
What do you
me.
have?
Can't tell you.
Oh.
Can't tell you.
Well, how long do we get? So.
Nope.
And.
You like this game, though?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite games.